Moving to the next slide. In every part of data set contain 25% of the observed values. And in this value, the highest one is known as quartiles. I repeat, every part of data set contain 25% of observed values. And this value, the highest one is known as quartiles. In case of calculation of quartile deviations, in this method, the study of inter-quartile range is very much necessary. So before solving, you have to calculate the quartile deviations. And the next part is that why quartile deviation or quartile range is calculated, because a large amount of value in the data set lie in the central part of frequency distribution. That's why you need to calculate, before solving the quartile deviation, you have to calculate the inter-quartile range. Moving to next one. So these are the formula in case of inter-quartile range, that is Q3 minus Q1. And in case of Q1, that is 1/4 value of the item. And in case of Q3, that is 3/4 value of items. In case of calculation of your quartile deviation, the difference between third quartile and the first quartile, that is known as your Q3 minus Q1, is called semi-inter-quartile or quartile deviation. The formula for quartile deviation, that is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. The next part is that in case of your calculation of coefficient of quartile deviations, if you go to the definition of coefficient of quartile deviation, the difference of third and first is divided by the sum of third and first quartile, which is known as coefficient of quartile deviations. And the formula for coefficient of quartile deviation, that equals to Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So it is my advice to all of you, you must note down this formula, then we proceed to calculate some example related to individual series, discrete series, and continuous series. If you don't, just text a message on chat box. Rosalind Patnaik, this is the recap of this particular session because few people are absent. That's why I continue the same things. Just hold on a second, there is a notification. ভিতরে বক্স এটি তো এটা কোটা অপশনস করতে the supply chain and logistic management. Na? Ninth IMB. Okay, shall I move to the next one? Sorry for the interruption. Here the typical example. I think this one we have already solved, na?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Just note down. Calculate the quartile deviation and the coefficient of quartile deviation for the following data. We have the following data, that is 24, 14, 21, 100, 104, 68, 34, 106, 100, 72. Again 16, 21, 14, 21, 72, 100, 106, and 34. Last one is 100. Find the value of Q1 and Q3. I have already written the for your reference. The formula is already written. The size of 9 plus 1/4 value, that is known as your Q1 value. and Q3 is the size of 3 into 9 plus 1. There is a little bit twist in case of individual series as well as discrete series. First, you have to write the formula, then after you proceed to solve this particular example. And here n stands for number of observations. I repeat, in case of individual series, total number of observations should be considered as n. Why other students are absent? Most of the time we observe, since the previous 2 and 3 number of classes, there is less amount of attendance as compared to the first session. Is it finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's solve this one. Here you can observe few digits are mostly appear. For example, in case of your 106, in case of your 21, even if in case of your 100, in case of if you take the example of 34 also, this even if in case of 21 and 14 also, these are appears most of the times. So first I have made this particular table as far as concerned with the number of appearance in the form of frequencies. Clear? In case of 14, here you can observe 14 is appear 2 times. Just see in your data tables. 14 is appear 2 times. 16 is appears 1 time. That's why I made or write 1 here. Similarly, 21 is appear 3 times. 24 is appear 2 times. Sorry, 1 time. Yes.
Sir, can you show the previous slide, please?
You are not finished the
No,
data.
sir, finished but one just number left.
That is 100, not 1.
Yes, sir, finished.
Okay. So I just repeat, from the data given in the previous questions, we observed that 14 is appear 2 times, 16 is appear 1 time, 21 is appear 3 times here. Similarly, 24 is appear 1 time, 34 is appear 2 times, 68 is appear 1 time, 72 appear 2 times, 100 appears 4 times, 104 appear 1 time, and 106 is appear 2 times. From that, we have calculated the sum of frequency, that is 19. That means here n equals to 19 here. Then calculate the Q1, that means 19 plus 1 divided by 4th items. Move to the next one. If you finish, someone is tell that we done, then I will proceed to the next slide. Is it finished?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving to the next slide. You got the value of n, that is number of observation is 19 for the x variables. After that, we go for calculation of Q1, that is size of n plus 1 divided by 4th item. That means 19 plus 1 divided by 4, that is the 5th item. In case of 5th item, that means 21 is lies. If you go to this particular table, okay. In that case, you first, after finish the sum of frequency, then you proceed to calculate the cumulative frequency. That means here I write 2 for the first column, again 2 plus 1, that is 3 for the second column, 3 plus 3, that is 6 for the third column, 6 plus 1, that is 7, 7 plus 2, that is 9, 9 plus 1, that is 10, and the next one is your 10 plus 2, that is 12, 12 plus 4, that is 16, 16 plus 1, that is 17, and 17 plus 2, that is 19. Okay. Then after you proceed to calculate the value of Q1, that is the 5th item. The 5th item that equals to 21. How it is 21. In this case, the 5th is lie in between. The 5th number is lie in between this chosen interval. Start from 2 to 6. That is why the corresponding X value should be considered as the Q1 value. So here the Q1 value is 21. I just highlight in red color. I repeat, as per the formula, here our number of observation is 19. That is 19 plus 1 divided by 4, that is the fifth one. And this fifth item is lie in between 2 to 6. That means the sixth row should be chosen, and that refers to the X corresponding value, that is 21. Similarly, if you calculate the Q3 value, that is size of 3 into n plus 1 divided by fourth item. So if you calculate that one, you got the value of 15. And 15 is lying between this value, this chosen interval. That means 16. And from this 16, the corresponding X value is known as your Q3 value. That is 100. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why I write 21 here and 100 here. So you got the value of Q1 and Q3 by applying the formula quartile deviation equals to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. That means 100 minus 21 divided by 2, that equals to 39.5. Then after I proceed for calculating coefficient of quartile deviation. The formula is given Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1, that equals to 100 minus 21 divided by 100 plus 21, that equals to 0.653. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just note down, then after I proceed for the next slide. All of you finish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So here is a typical example in case of individual series for you. Calculate the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation from the following data. Just note down the data, that is 4, 14, 21, 15, again 14, 6, 3, 9, 10, 10, 7, 16, 21, 14, 21, 7, again 10, 10, 4, 7, 5, 6, 3, 16. Just note down. I will call one by one. Then after we proceed to make a table, write down the X variables, their respective appearance of frequencies. Then after you proceed for calculation of cumulative frequency. So what is the value of Q1 here?
So it's coming 12.5 item. So which one to choose?
From the cumulative frequency, you have to choose.
Yes, yes, sir.
From that cumulative frequency table, from the chosen interval, which is directly referred to the X variable or value of X in that particular or in the same row. Sheetal Baral, what is the value of Q1?
Sir, 12.
12. 12 is lie between in which chosen area? Or what is the value of X in that particular chosen area? Rachana
12.
Mishra. Rachana Mishra, are you there? Okay, let's solve combinedly. You can observe, or from your observation point of view, you have already observed there are so many digit appears number of time. Okay, so for that one, I have made this particular table. That 4 is just check 4 is appear 2 times. The next one is 3 is appear 2 times. 5 is appear 1 time. 6 is appear 2 times. Similarly, 7 is appear 3 times. 9 is appear 1 time. 10 is appear 4 times. 14 is appear 3 times. 15 is appear 2 times. 16 is appear 2 times. And the last one is 21 is appear 2 times. So from that one, you have to calculate the sum of frequency, and after that you proceed to calculate the cumulative frequency. So for the first row, here I write 2 plus 2, that is 4.
21 3 times, sir. 3 times, sir.
3 times.
3 times, sir.
3 times, sir. 21.
21 is 3 times, okay. So here I can calculate the cumulative frequency, that is 2 plus 2 is the 4, 4 plus 1, that is 5, 5 plus 2, that is 7, and 7 plus 3, that is 10, 10 plus 1, that is 11, 11 plus 4, that is 15, 15 plus 3, that is 18, 18 plus 1, that is 19, 19 plus 2, that is 21, and 21 plus 3, that is 24. Okay, so here the cumulative frequency is 24. Then after we proceed to calculate this one. So this one is your 24. Number of observation is 24 here. If you calculate this one, the size of 24 plus 1 divided by 4th item, that equals to how much? 12.5. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, sir, that is not 12.5. 25 divided by
6.25.
6 point something. 6.25.
6.25. Sir, 6.25.
6.25 is lie in between which area? If you go to the particular table, this is lie in between
7, sir.
7. That means your Q1 value is 6.
6.
Is it clear? Then move to the next one. Size of Q3, that is 3 into, I just write 3 into 24 plus 1 whole divided by 4. That equals to how much?
75 by 4.
75 divided by 4 equals to how much?
18.75.
18.75. 18.75 is lie in between which area?
19, sir.
So your
15.
correct. 18.75 is lie between 2 to 19. That means 19 raw should be chosen, and from that raw you have to choose the Q3 value, that is 15. So you already get the value in case of Q1, that is 6. In case of your Q3, that is 15, 15. Move to the next one, calculate the quartile deviation, that is 15 minus 6. Just write here, 15 minus 6 divided by 2. It equals to how much? Sorry.
So 4.5.
9 divided by 2.
4.5.
4.5. 4.5. After getting the quartile deviation, then calculate the coefficient of quartile deviations. So here I write 9 divided by how much?
21.
21. That equals to how much?
0.428.
428. That is your answer. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, hello.
Yes, yes.
Is there any rule for X to write in ascending order?
You have to arrange in ascending order. That's why.
So can I see the previous slide?
Yes.
You haven't arranged it in ascending order. First there is 4 and after that you have written the 3.
4, 3.
Yes.
Oh, you can. There is no
Yes.
need to arrange in ascending or descending order in case of individual series.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose I change from 3 to 4. The value should be remain same, na? Number of appearance.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
सर Q3 निकालने के लिए 3 into 1 n plus 1 by 4 या 2?
That is 4, na? That is 4. 3 into n plus 1 divided by 4th item.
Okay, sir.
You are
Thank you.
not writing the formula, I think.
सर
That's why you are
नहीं,
little bit confused. Here's the formula.
एक्चुअली पहले मैंने 2 लिख लिया था गलती से.
Okay, okay. Move to, shall I move to the next slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. The next one for your discrete series, find the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation from the given data. So we have the number of person in a family, that is 1 to 10, and number of family are given in the form of frequency, that is 2, 4, 16, 12, 28, 31, 8, 22, 9, 7. Calculate the quartile deviation and the coefficient of quartile deviations. Here which one you will take for calculation of frequency?
Number of persons in a family.
Number of
Here
family.
there is no need, already frequency is given, but the previous problem we have to generate the frequency. But here frequency is already given. You have to just calculate the cumulative frequencies, and there is no need to arrange ascending order because the question is already arranged in the ascending order. Here, just calculate the cumulative frequencies and sum of frequencies. Then after you proceed for calculation of Q1 and Q3. So just hold on a second. It is sourcing management. You, Amlan sir. Oh, what is strategy मैंने बताया? उसके कौन डिजिटली वो टिक लगा के मतलब देखिए चेक करता हूँ. Okay, sorry for the interruption. In case of discrete series, as you know, in case of discrete series, the frequency is given. So there is no need to generate the frequency. Here I have arranged the frequency, just you have to calculate the cumulative frequencies. So if you go for calculation of cumulative frequency, that is 2 for the first row, 2 plus 6, so 2 plus 4, that is 6. 6 plus 16, how much? Then the next one is
22.
28.
34.
22.
22. 34.
22. How? 22 plus 12, how much? 34.
34.
34.
Then 34 plus 28, how much?
62.
62. Then 93.
62 plus 31.
93.
93.
93, good. 93 plus 8.
101.
101.
The next one is 123. The next
123.
one is
132.
123 plus 9.
132.
How much?
132.
139.
Then 139.
139. Last one is
139.
139. So here sum of frequency is 139. That is your n value. That equals to n. Then proceed for calculation of Q1 and Q3. So what is the value of Q1 here?
Sir, 35.
35. 35 is lie in between which area?
5, size 5, sir.
5.
5.
Right.
Next one, in case of Q3, just multiply in 3. 3 into 139 plus 1 whole divided by 4th item.
105.
105.
105 is lie in between which area? Starting from 2 to 123. That means your Q3 value is
8.
Q3 value is
8.
8. Okay.
So 8.
8 minus 5, that is 3. 3 by 2, that is 1.5. Is it clear? Okay, fine. Nityananda Sahu, correct. Raja Mahaling, have you done
Yes,
Q1,
sir.
Q3?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Sir, answer is
Ravin Kumar, don't tell the answer, just drop on the chat box. Okay, Ratikanta Garo, fine. Okay, Rojalin Patnaik, Sheetal Baral, correct. Shahbaz Khan, correct. Shalini Patra, correct. Subhalakshmi Sania Khatun, correct. Kritisna Jena, correct. Nanda, correct. Priyanka Mahanti, correct. Sakshi Agarwal, correct. Okay, so let's move to the another example. Move to next ones. We have got the value that is 0. How much? 23. In case of coefficient of quartile deviation. So next, there is a problem for you. I have already solved that one. The frequency is given. In case of x variable, frequency is 5. In case of your 20, that is 12. In case of 30, that is 10. In case of 40, that is 7. 50, the frequency is 3. For 60, the frequency is 13. And the sum of frequency, if you calculate this one, this is 50. And their respective cumulative frequency is 5. 5 plus 12, that is 17. 17 plus 10, that is 27. 27 plus 7, that is 34. 30 plus 3, that is 37. And 37 plus 13, that is 50. So you got the value of n here. Calculate the value of Q1 and Q3. Then after you proceed for calculation of quartile deviation. I will call your name one by one. Okay, Rojalin Patnaik, what is your answer for Q1?
12.75.
12.75 is lie in between which chosen interval?
Between 5. It's 20, sir. Q1 equal to 20.
Q1 equal to 20. Okay, fine. And Q3 equals to
Sir,
60.
38.60.
60. Good.
60.
Just a second. Just a second. So what is the value of Q1 here? I just write here. That is 50 plus 1. 51 divided by 4. That equals to how much?
12.7.
12.75. 12.75 is lie in between which area? This is 20.
20.
Similarly, if you calculate 51 into 3, how much?
153.
153 divided by 4, that equals to how much?
38.25.
25.
Just a minute. 38.25. 38.25 is lie in between which area?
60.
60. 60. Just a minute. We got the value of Q1 and Q3 here.
Yes, sir.
Calculate the quartile deviation.
20.
50 minus how much? 20 is equal to 30. 30 divided by 2. That equals to how much?
No, sir. 60 minus 20.
60 minus 20 by 2.
Oh, 60 minus
40 by
20.
2.
60.
Yes, sir. It's 40 by 2.
60 minus 20 is 40 by 2. That is 20. And here 40 divided by
80.
40
80.
divided by 80.
That equals to
0.5. 0.5.
0.5. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's say who have finished this one. Okay, Rosalind Patnaik. Sanjeev Biswal, are you done? Sangram? Yes, Sanjeev, proceed. Sangram Kesari Sahu. Sangram, are you
Yes, sir.
there?
Done. Done, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, fine. Sakshi Agarwal, Rakesh Kumar Vera, Rasmi Rekha Rautre, fine. Shailesh Naik. Okay, Priyadarshi, Rudradas, Pritam Yadav, Pratyasha Raut, Priyanka Mahanti. Sania Khatun, have you done this one?
Done, sir.
Okay, fine. Pratyas De.
Done, sir.
Okay, good. Moving to the next one or next type of questions. Just write down the formula. Their formula is a little bit changed as far as concerned with the individual series as well as the your continuous series. Sorry, discrete series. In case of continuous series, we have the formula that is Q1 equals to L1 plus N by 4 minus CF divided by the corresponding frequency into the common factor. Similarly, in case of Q3, that is L1 plus 3N divided by 4 minus, that is cumulative frequency of preceding class divided by corresponding frequencies, and that whole multiply with your common factor. I just write here, this is the F stand for F equals to your corresponding frequency. Just note down the notation. Where L1 stands for the lower limit of chosen interval, N stands for number of observation, CF stands for cumulative frequency of class preceding to the quartile class, and F stands for your corresponding frequency, I stands for your class interval or choose common factor. If you finish this one, try to finish as early as possible, then we move forward to solve the numericals. I repeat, L1 is stand for lower limit, N for number of observation, CF stand for cumulative frequency of preceding, then F stand for corresponding frequencies, I stand for common factor. Okay, fine. Move to the next one. So here the data is given in case of continuous series. Calculate the quartile deviation from the following data. The population in 1000 is given, that is 10 to 20s, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, and 70 to 80, and their respective frequencies are given in the form of number of localities. That is 4 for 10 for 20s, 7 for 20 30, 15 for 30 40, 12 for 40 50, again 3 for 50 60, 9 for 60 70, and 6 for 70 80. So in case of data are given in case of continuous series, which one is calculated?
Mid value.
Mid value.
So what is the function of mid value here? If there is any requirement of mid value for
Or
this particular data,
calculating cumulative frequency.
Sir,
from
cumulative
that
frequency.
cumulative frequency, there is no x is given as far as concerned with the quartile division formula belong to continuous series. Just you have to identify the lower limit. So there is no need to calculate the mid value. I repeat, there is no need to calculate the mid value. You have to calculate the cumulative frequency with respect to the given frequencies. Clear? So for that, I made this particular table. Here, the population are in the form of x, and their number of locality are given in the form of frequencies. First, you have to calculate the cumulative frequency. For first row, that is 7. For second row, 4 plus 7, that is 11. The next one is 11 plus 15, that is 26. 26 plus 12, how much? That is 38. 38 plus 3, that is
41.
how much? 41. 41 plus 9, that is
50.
50, and 50 plus 6, that is 56. Clear? So here, I just add another one. Here, the n stand for your sum of frequencies. So if you calculate the frequency table or add the frequencies table starting from 4 to 6, you get 56. That 56 is your number of frequency, or sorry, sum of frequency, or that is number of observations. You got the value of n?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, shall I move to the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you go to the previous, move to the next slide. Here I have write n is equal to 56. Clear? Then after you proceed to calculate the size of n plus 4th items in case of Q1. That means 56 plus, just write here, plus 1 whole divided by 4. That equals to how much?
So 14 point.
14.25. 14.25 is lie in between which area? I just moved to the previous slide. 14.25 means
26.
26. How should we choose it?
30 to 40.
Okay. So here, what is your lower limit?
30.
In this,
30.
yes,
30.
30 is your L1 value, or L1 equals to 30. The next is, what is the value of F here? Corresponding frequency.
15.
Correct. 15 is the corresponding frequency belong to this population, 30 to 40. And what is your CF value? That is corresponding,
11.
sorry, the frequency of preceding interval. That is how much?
11.
11. Good. Okay. So as per the formula, you get the value of L1, get the value of F, get the value of CF, and get the value of N also. And what is the I factor here? What is the deviation from 30 to 40? That is 10.
10.
Okay, you got all the value, put the value in the data, or put the value in the formula. So if you simplify this one, that means how much? Your L1 is 30 plus n by 4, n is 56 by 4.
14.
56 divided by 4, that is how much? 14. 14 minus your CF is how much? 11. That 14 minus 4, that is how much? If you calculate this one, 14 minus 11, that is 3 divided by 4. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 3 divided by 4, if you go to that one, that is 0.75 into 10. That equals to how much? 7.5.
Hmm.
If you calculate this one is 37.5. Yes or no? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, move to the next one. For calculation of Q3, in this case, the size of 3 into n plus 1 whole divided by 4th item. That means, in this case, you just multiply with 3. That means 3 into 56 plus 1 whole divided by 4 equal to how much? Just calculate.
Forty-two point seven five.
42.75.
42.75.
42.7.
Okay, 42.75 is lying between which area?
60 to 70.
60 to 70.
To 70.
70. This interval or this value, this row is chosen. From here, you can get the value of L1. L1 equals to your 60. F is equal to your 9. And your CF value is 41 here. I just highlight in red color. You got the value of L1 60. F value is 9. CF value is 41. And N is given, that is 56. Calculate the value of Q3. What is the value of Q3? I will call one by one. Yes, Ritika Mahanti, what is the value of Q3?
Sir, doing this.
Sambit Pradhan. Sambit Pradhan, are you there?
Yes, sir, solving. Sir.
Okay. Rasmi Rekha Rautre.
Solving, sir.
Okay, Sambit Sasang has already put.
Sir, Q1 will be 32 now.
T1 is equal to which one? I am not.
Sir, मेरा भी 32 आया.
मेरा भी
32 होगा
32
सर.
आया है सर.
मेरा भी 32 आया सर.
First, you solve the bracket one. That is 3 into 56. How much? 3 into 56.
No
56.
sir,
In the
56 by 4, 14.
3 divided by 15 sir.
3 divided by 15. Which one you are telling?
Q1.
sir.
Q1 is your, what is the answer of Q1?
32.
32 sir. 32.
First you go for 14 minus 3. Oh, 3 by 4. That is 32. Just right here. And the next one is
61.11.
61.12.
So 61.11.
let's other to be checked.
61.11.
Okay. Then after you proceed for calculation of QD of quartile deviation. So what is the answer for quartile deviation?
14.55.
14.55.
14.55. And coefficient of quartile deviation equals to?
Sir, 0.312.
0.312.
0.312. Okay, Raja Maling. Pratyush Parida, have you done this one? Pratyush, okay,
Hello?
good. Yes.
सर सर Q3 का अमाउंट क्या है सर?
Q3 का अमाउंट वही पे कैलकुलेट किया ना हम लोग. It is already
नहीं सर,
visible in
60.27 हो रहा है सर.
60.27.
जी.
You simplify the bracket one, that is 3 into 56 divided by 4. 3 into 56 whole divided by 4. After getting the value, that should be minus with your corresponding frequency, that is given 41. Then again whole divided by your corresponding frequency, that is given, that is 9. Then after proceed for calculation, proceed to multiply with common factor.
Sir, 0.313.
313.
Okay,
We are taking the extreme value. Okay, fine. Is it clear, Sangram?
सर हमें अगर क्वेश्चन में क्वार्टाइल डिविएशन से पूछा जाएगा तो सिर्फ क्वार्टाइल डिविएशन ही निकालना पड़ेगा ना? कोएफिशिएंट क्वार्टाइल डिविएशन निकालना पूछा जाता है.
But I make very much clear. But most of the time, quartile division and coefficient division question will be appear in case of 2 marks, even if in case of 5 mark questions. So that's why it's a very simple formula. If you go to the quartile division point of view, that is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. But it is also very simple in case of if you calculate the value of Q3 along with Q1 values. That means Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1 in case of coefficient of quartile deviations. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So move to next one. Sangram, have you got the answer?
solving sir, solving.
Do you have calculator or not?
Yes sir, QD और CQD कैलकुलेट कर रहा हूँ.
Okay, fine. Rajesh Patra, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you solved that
Sir,
one?
QD, yes, sir. QD निकला 14.55 और COD निकला 0.312.
Okay, fine. Better you use this type of scientific calculator. Clear? This is very necessary if you go to the next module in case of decision science. It has all the values starting from the log and root over all the things. In the upcoming classes, we have to solve some root over problems in case of standard deviation as well as in case of mean deviations. Clear?
Sir, exam में calculator allow करेंगे sir?
Yes, yes, yes. Calculator is allowed along with your scientific calculator is allowed. Clear? Move to the next one. Shall I move to the next one?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
good. Calculate the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation from the following data. The same problem, but the frequencies are different. Population in 1,000 and number of localities. And in case of population, that is 0 to 4, 0 to 10, the frequency is 5, 10 to 20, frequency is 3, again 20 to 30, frequency is 7, and 30 to 40, frequency is again 7, 40 to 50, frequency is 5, 50 to 60, frequency is 2, and for the last one, 60 to 70, frequency is 9. Calculate the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation from the following data. Try to solve this one.
Sir, slide off हो गया.
Is it visible? I've already shared.
No sir.
Not visible.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Yes, sir. Now visible.
Okay. Just note down the data, then we'll proceed. Okay, move to the next slide. First, calculate the cumulative frequency, that is 5. 5 plus 3, that equals to 8. 8 plus 7, that is 15. 15 plus 7, that is 22. 22 plus 5, that is 27. 27 plus 2, that is 29. 29 plus 9, that equals to how much?
38.
38.
38. So here your n equals to 38. Then after you proceed to calculate the size of n plus 1 in case of Q1 divided by 4. Similarly for Q3, the size of 3 into n plus 1 divided by 4th item. I just move to the next slide. Here I write the n value is 38. What is the size of n plus 1 divided by 4th item here?
4.7.
Sir, 9.75.
9.75.
9.75. 9.75 is lying between which area?
20 to 30.
5 to 15.
20 to 30.
20 to 30.
Okay, correct. That is 20 to 30. Just write down in case of Q1, the L1 value is, whenever you calculate the Q1, the L1 value is 20, the F value is 7, the CF value is 8, and common factor I equals to 10. Then move to calculate Q3 values, that is size of 3 into n plus 1 whole divided by 4th item. Just calculate that one.
29.25.
29.25. 29.25 is lie in between which area?
60 to 72.
60 to 70. So here your L1 is equal to 60, F is equal to 9, CF is equal to 29, N is equal to your 38, and I is 10. Calculate the quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation. If someone is solved, they can drop their answer in chat box that I will see whether it's correct or not. Priyanka Das, what is your value of Q1?
Is it 22.14?
22.14, correct. Pratyasha Raut, what is the value of Q3?
So solving, sir.
Okay, Rajarya Mahalingam, that is correct. Sheetal Baral, correct. Subhata Lakshmi, correct. Swati Nai, correct. Pritinanda Sahu,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Solving, sir.
Charles Naik, okay. Real Chatoi, fine.
So 22.14.
Okay.
Sir, Q2 টা 59.45.
59 or 51?
9.
Do it correctly. What is the value of Q3 here? Anyone?
One.
How much? What is the value of Q3?
Sir, 154.44.
150.44.
Sir, 59.44. 59.45.
0.44.
9.45. So
Sir,
59.45.
59.45.
Oh, you take the extreme value. Okay, fine. 59.44. Then after proceed to calculate the QD.
Sir, 18.65.
18.65.
18.65. Next one. Next one. What is the value of next one? Coefficient of quartile deviation.
Sir, 22.75.
22 point.
22.76. 76, sir.
77, sir.
Okay, you take the extreme value 77. Okay. That's all for today's session. The next class we will go for the next topic, that is calculation.